Hello, everybody. Welcome to A.C.V.C. Discussion and Development. Okay. So, don't know how many people have watched my videos yet, but today we're going to try and do a design style video. Okay. We're not going to do a build right now. I'm going to be honest. The reason why I haven't done builds yet is because I'm dealing with weather and, well, there's just a few other little things that pop up. So I haven't been able to do them yet. But that I will do some build videos later on. I will. At least that's my plan anyway. But today we're just going to do a design video. So, if you saw my other one, you saw me do a real quick design. Today I'm going to try to do a little bit more of a... Well, I'm just going to try to do a little more of a design, but for something... Instead of a building project, it's going to be more of a design for logos. So we're going to do like a logo design is what we're going to do. For people who might want to try to do it. You know, it's kind of fun. You gotta try and use your imagination and make it work. But you know, I don't know how many people have done this, but we're going to try and do it a little different. We're going to try and do a logo design, but we're going to actually do the design using the word logo. Maybe a few people have done it. I'm going to use one of these pencils right here and just some copy paper to kind of write it down. So let's just start with this. Let's just start with this over here. We're not going to... This isn't the design part. We're just going to write down the letters right here. So we got that right there. So everybody can see. So there's that part. So we're going to let our imagination. I'm probably only going to do like one. To be honest, I'm probably only going to do one of them. But we're going to do a logo. And we're going to use that to show that you can use pretty much whatever. So we're going to use logo. We're going to use the term logo to make a logo. Okay. I think, you know, I got the idea. Let's turn around and do this. So right this second, I'm just going to put some lines. And no, I don't know if this design's been done. I don't actually know if it has. But right now, this isn't about the idea of doing that. This is about... This is 100% just about doing a design. Okay? Right the second I know, everybody's probably like, it looks like LG. But it's not. So, here's what we're going to do. Let's turn around and take and do this. I'm going to turn around and encompass the whole thing. Okay. I'm going to do that. And then we're going to actually turn around and do some... We're going to do that. And we're going to do this. We're going to actually shrink it down just a little. Almost looks a little bit like a boomerang, don't it? Let me pull the eraser. Sorry, folks, about this. I'm going to have to get close right this second so I can erase. Hey, you get a good picture of me erasing. And I'm writing a little bit harder, so it may not come all the way up. So, here we go. Let's do that. And I'm sorry if my hand is shaking a little bit. Here, let me try a pencil eraser instead of the other one. It might work better. Ah, yes, that was better. A little bit easier. Okay. So far, this is what we've got. And like I said, I'm sorry about my hand shaking. In the time of me doing this video, I've already done a couple others. So I have to hold the camera. So let's do this. And right now I'm just going to do it that way. Which actually, you know, I kind of like that. There you go. Actually gives kind of a neat little look right there. So when you're doing a design, the idea is just to keep working at it until you get it the way you want it. So we're going to actually make the background right here. And no, it doesn't have to be a perfect circle. You can make it a perfect circle or a perfect, what do you want to call it, egg shell shape. Sorry if I don't remember the correct terms right off the bat when I'm working on it, but I do know them. I don't always, if I don't say them a lot at the time, I don't always remember them right when I need to say them. I don't know how many people understand what I'm saying on that part, but hey, I hope you do understand that, what I'm talking about on that part. So, okay. Like I said, today was about the idea of doing a design, but doing something that anybody can turn around and do. Something, it's not like, it's not as hard to turn around and do this. I mean, when you're building stuff, you got to have a lot of tools. You know, this right here, this is a good way to get started when you're designing. People who want to get into design, this is where you need to start. It's instead of just hopping into the building. I mean, if you don't have tools, I mean, it makes it hard to do that anyway. So instead of just hopping into building stuff, you get into doing designs like this. So you just do it with pencil and you start learning how to make it look right the way you want it. And just it works out that way. It works out well when you do it like this. Now, I'm sure that if you're watching this, you're seeing that I've got the letter O. I'm sorry that the paper is moving. I'm doing this on copy paper, and I'm having to hold the camera in my other hand. So, it moves and slides. I don't have it taped down. Now, so we've got the L, we got the G, and we've got one of the letter O's right here. So, what we're going to turn and do is let's kind of be funny. Let's kind of do something interesting. Let's take, because if you actually see the letter O, if you see the letter O, and then you half it, you're really just going to be right here. So if you see a letter O, then it's going to turn around and not be in, but you half the letter O. So we're going to do that. And instead of going behind on this one, we're going to go up front with this one. And this is why when you first do a drawing, you should definitely go with the idea of pencil. See, these two pieces do go together, but you don't know exactly where they go together. And now if anybody's wondering why am I not using this pencil right here, it's because I didn't want to sharpen it. I just didn't want to take the time to sharpen it when I did this video. But you can. But I actually did just want to show that you can use this pencil, eraser off the back of this pencil. You can buy one of these kind of erasers, just however you want to do it. So far, this is what we've got. This right here would make a very cool initial design for your logo. See, you got the L, the O, the G, and the other O right there. And almost looks like you have it as a ring shape. So this right here is a design. This is just one version of a design that you can do. I mean, and I can go in way more depth and go further in. So let's just, because I'm going to try to rough this. I don't need to So instead of using this pencil, I am actually going to use this one because it's kind of dull right this second, so I don't need it to be as bright. I don't need it to be as sharp right this second, not for me. For doing what I'm doing, most of the time you're supposed to have it a little sharper. So let's just do this. Okay, we're giving it a, if I turn around doing this, what I'm giving is a three-dimensional image look. Okay. So I'm just doing a rough one. I'm not going to do real, because this is a design, but like, well, there's no point in me using this, but because I've got my own logo, when you look at my channels, you'll see my logo. I already, that's something I designed. That's, yeah, either way, the logo that you see is the one I designed. Okay, so you got that. Okay, I'm doing little round circles, but this isn't about the actual drawing itself. As far as how you draw, this is designing the logo. Okay. Now, this is all pencil right here. I mean, you can go in and do inking, you can do coloring. I mean, this right here, this gives me the interesting pattern design that I'm after. Go ahead and put that around there. Now, you can also do this, which isn't going to be a bad idea. It will help keep it cohesive with one another. Okay. So in either case, and hope you all see this well, I'm not going to do around the whole thing because I think that's going to be too much. But around this part right here. Right there. So there you go. I've done that. You know, I'm actually going to not do, I did the shadowing here over top of this. But you know, I don't want to do the shadow here. What I want is I want that to be more dark, just a dark line. Okay, let me just darken that. I'm just darkening it up a little bit. Okay. So I could darken the rest of it, but I think I'm going to leave it like that. So either way, I hope you all have a good day, and I hope this came in handy. This is where we started with, and this is what we ended up with. Have a great one.